Hi there, it's Friday, it's Ask Gucci, and today I'm going to talk about my newest launch, Westman Atelier Lip Suede. And I'm so super duper excited about this. It's, been a long time in the making, and it's our very first pure, designated lip product. And we worked really hard on the formula. I have to tell everybody that we were able to replace the petroleum jelly base, the wax that creates a structure, with plant-based waxes, which was challenging but so awesome. It feels so great to have done that. And also we included really beautiful active ingredients such as peptides, and we included marula oil at 12.5%. We also included cold pressed cherry oil at 16.5%, and all of these are hugely targeting hydration, deep hydration, collagen reproduction, boosting. There's so many benefits, and the product works. Look how pretty this is. I want to give you a little inside scoop. So was it a year and a half ago, I did a cover of Vogue with Reese Witherspoon, and I was mixing these different red colors, and I came up with in this color here by mixing a few different colors, and I kept it and I made it for Westman Atelier, and I matched the compact to the color. So that's kind of a cool fact. And the pigmentation is beautiful. It will stay, because there's nothing worse, I think, than if you have a bright color and it's wearing off constantly, and then you just have the really unattractive outline of the lip after you eat or drink something. So it's nice to be able to rely on the performance. Then you also have this really nice kind of dusty rose at the bottom. It's a great day, and it can easily transition into evening or an event, or just if you want to pop on a bit of color. And this, I use kind of these two, the bright fuchsia and this dusty rose on my cheeks all the time. And then you only need one product. You have a mirror, you have everything in here. Launching a brush in January, later in January. We are January, but in a few weeks. You can really get a pretty sort of defined, shape, and you can, where we sort of lose definition, you can fill that in with the brush. And I created a shorter handle, which is typical for us. And the brush head itself is a little bit rounder and wider at the bottom, which I like because it gives you a nice curvy shape. And it just feels like, obviously, using a brush, you're gonna have a much more refined finish. But I also I'm a stain girl. I want it to be quick and easy, so easily use your fingers or the brush. But I think the brush is, it's great to have. And I also like mixing the colors. So you create your own customized color. You can really play and have fun with it. But if you, for example, mix the tomato shade with the fuchsia shade, you can have this beautiful orchid finish. You can play around. There's no kind of rules, or you can just use one bright color and call it a day. You can also, it's very pretty, a little bit of the fuchsia on the eyelid, tiny bit for blue eyes. So beautiful, and mixed with the lit highlight stick, how pretty would that be? Or a fuchsia lip with a really nice kind of nude face and a little bit of the super loaded tinted highlight. I love the contrast of bronzy and fuchsia. I also suggest, and the colors stay clean actually, but if you are, using a brush or your finger, just try to stay in the lane of the strip. If that makes sense, you don't get messy. The formula is very hydrating, super, super hydrating. It feels weightless. Sometimes when you're wearing matte lipstick, it can feel a little bit drying and uncomfortable, and you just feel like you need some kind of moisture. But I think the formula feels so lovely. Another suggestion, if you are cleaning up your lip line, I always like to use a foundation brush with a little bit of foundation to perfect the shape, which is nice. Also, don't have anything oily on the outline of your mouth because it can tend to bleed. And I also recommend putting on a lip balm prior to applying a bright or deep color. So first off, you know, it's not that attractive for really dry lips and then make them deep or bright. And also, if you need to exfoliate your lips, you can use a wet towel and scrub. So there's a lot of little tips in there. I hope that this helps, and I want to hear what you think. So please give me your feedback, what you think of our new product, our baby Lip Suede, and there's a little heart in there. So I'm really happy, as you can tell. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.